There is something that has the power to change the way you experience life forever. It is something so ancient, so profound, and yet so misunderstood that most people will live and die without ever truly grasping it. But you are here, and that means you are ready. You wouldn't have found this if you weren't. Have you ever noticed how certain people drain your energy? How just being in the same room as them makes you feel exhausted, irritated, or even anxious? You could be having a perfectly good day, feeling calm, feeling strong, and then suddenly, after spending time with them, you feel like a completely different person. This isn't just in your head, it's not just an emotional response. It's physics, it's energy, and if you don't learn how to control it, you will spend your entire life being affected by forces you don't even understand. But here's what most people get wrong. They think the solution is to avoid toxic people. They think if they just cut certain people out of their lives, they'll be free. And while that might work temporarily, it doesn't solve the real problem. Because as long as your energy is unprotected, as long as you are reactive instead of proactive, you will always be vulnerable. Toxic energy isn't just people, it's environments, it's thoughts, it's emotions, it's memories. You cannot run from it, but you can become immune to it. What if I told you that there is a way to walk through life completely unaffected by the negativity of others? That you could enter the most toxic environments, face the most difficult people, and still remain unshaken, untouched, untouchable. The ancient masters knew this secret. They knew how to exist in the world without being consumed by it. They knew how to hold their own vibration so powerfully that nothing external could influence them, and today I am going to show you exactly how to do the same. The first thing you need to understand is that everything is frequency. Everything, your thoughts, your emotions, your body, the people around you, it's all energy, vibrating at different levels. And just like a radio station, you are constantly tuning in to different frequencies.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
When you are around negative people, if your energy is not stable, you automatically sync to their frequency. This is why you feel drained. This is why you feel irritated. This is why you feel like you are losing yourself. You are not actually losing yourself. You are just tuning into something that isn't you. Here's where most people go wrong. They try to fight it. They try to resist. But resistance is still engagement. The moment you resist something, you are giving it power. You are acknowledging it as real, as something that has the ability to affect you. And that is the trap. The more you fight negativity, the more you are entangled in it. The secret is not to fight. The secret is to become the dominant frequency. Think about the sun. The sun does not fight the darkness. It does not argue with it. It does not push against it. It simply shines. And in doing so, darkness disappears. This is exactly how energy works. If your frequency is strong, if your energy is stable, then negativity cannot touch you. It doesn't mean negativity won't exist around you. It just means it will no longer have any effect on you. But how do you do this? How do you become so strong in your energy that nothing external can influence you? The first step is awareness. Most people go through life completely unaware of their own energy. They don't even realize when they are being affected by others. They think they are just having a bad day, or that they are stressed, or that they are naturally anxious, when in reality, they are just absorbing frequencies that are not there. You must become aware of your own state. Right now, in this moment, how do you feel? Not just emotionally, but physically. Is there tension in your body? Are your thoughts chaotic? Are you carrying energy that doesn't belong to you? The second step is detachment. Toxic people thrive on reactions. They want you to engage, to argue, to match their energy. The moment you react, you lose. But when you remain centered, when you refuse to engage, when you choose not to play their game, they lose all power over you. If you have ever seen someone who is truly peaceful, truly strong in their energy, you will notice that nothing seems to shake them. This is not because they don't feel emotions. It's because they don't allow external chaos to dictate their internal state. The third step is elevation. You must raise your own frequency. And this is where most people fail. They think avoiding negativity is enough. But if you are not actively raising your own vibration, you will always be vulnerable. High energy is not about just feeling good. It's about strengthening your energy field so much that nothing can penetrate it. This is why meditation is so powerful. This is why gratitude changes lives. This is why spending time in nature, moving your body, eating high vibrational foods, and surrounding yourself with uplifting people is not just self-care. It is survival, it is protection, it is power. And here's the most powerful part. When you become the dominant frequency, you don't just protect yourself, you begin to influence the energy around you. Have you ever been in a room where someone walks in and suddenly the entire atmosphere changes? That is real. That is energy. And when you master this, toxic people will either rise to meet your energy or they will disappear from your life altogether. Because here's the truth. Low-frequency energy cannot survive in high-frequency environments. Just like darkness cannot survive in the presence of light. The real question is, are you going to be the light, or are you going to continue letting the darkness dictate how you feel, how you think, how you live? The choice has always been yours. There is something that has been hidden in plain sight for thousands of years, something so powerful that it can change the way you experience life forever, something that the ancient masters knew, something that allowed them to walk through the world untouched by negativity, immune to lower energies, completely free from the chaos that consumes most people. You are here for a reason. You are about to learn something that most people will never understand. And once you truly grasp it, nothing will ever be the same again. Energy is everything. Every thought, every emotion, every word, every action carries a frequency. Just like a radio station, you are constantly tuning in to different frequencies without even realizing it. And the biggest mistake people make is believing that they have no control over what they tune into. They think they are just having a bad day, when in reality, they have allowed themselves to sync with lower vibrations. They think they are just stressed out, when in reality they have absorbed negative energy from their environment. They think they are just naturally anxious, when in reality they are surrounded by chaotic frequencies that they don't know how to shield themselves from. The truth is, you are either in control of your vibration or you are being controlled by external forces. There is no in-between. Toxic people are like energetic parasites. They latch onto your energy field, feeding off your emotions, manipulating your mental state, pulling you down to their level without you even realizing it. Some do it consciously, using guilt, anger, and drama to keep you engaged. Others do it unconsciously, projecting their unresolved pain and inner turmoil onto you. Either way, the result is the same. You feel drained, you feel off balance, you feel like you are losing yourself. And no matter how much you try to explain, reason, or fix things, it never gets better. That's because toxic energy does not respond to logic. It does not respond to kindness. It does not respond to reasoning. It only responds to one thing: dominance of frequency. Most people try to fight negativity. They argue, they resist, they push back. But what they don't realize is that resistance is still engagement. The moment you resist something, you acknowledge it as real, you accept its power over you, you make it a part of your reality, and that is the trap. The secret is not to fight. The secret is to become so strong in your energy that lower frequencies cannot touch you. Think of a tuning fork. If you strike a tuning fork and bring another one close to it, the second fork will start vibrating at the same frequency. This is called entrainment. It happens with sound, it happens with energy, it happens with people. This is why when you are around negative people, you start feeling negative. When you are around anxious people, you start feeling anxious. When you are around high energy people, you start feeling energized. But here's where it gets interesting. Entrainment works both ways. If your frequency is stronger, if your energy is more powerful, then instead of you sinking to their vibration, they will sink to yours. Or, if they cannot handle your frequency, they will be forced to leave your life. This is why the ancient masters never avoided negativity. They never ran from toxic people. They simply became so powerful in their own energy that nothing external could affect them. They understood a simple but life-changing truth. Your vibration is your responsibility. It is not the world's job to make you feel good. It is not other people's job to be positive around you. It is your job to maintain your frequency, no matter what is happening around you. And once you master this, you become untouchable. The first step is awareness. Most people are so disconnected from themselves that they don't even realize when they are being affected by external energy. They think their emotions are random. They think their mood swings are just part of life. But nothing is random. Every thought, every feeling, every shift in energy has a cause. And the more aware you become, the more you start noticing the pattern. You start recognizing when you are absorbing energy that isn't yours. You start sensing when people are pulling you into their frequency. And once you are aware, you can take back control. The second step is detachment. Toxic people thrive on reactions. They want your emotional energy. They want you to engage. They want you to react. Because the moment you react, they have won. The moment you engage, they have pulled you into their frequency. But when you stop reacting, when you remain centered, when you refuse to play their game, they lose all power over you. This is why some people get angry when you stop engaging in their drama. They can feel your energy pulling away. They can feel their control over you slipping, and they will do everything they can to pull you back in. They will provoke you. They will guilt trip you. They will try to make you feel like you are the problem. But if you hold your ground, if you refuse to be pulled into their chaos, they will have no choice but to either rise to your frequency or disappear from your life. The third step is elevation. Avoiding negativity is not enough. Cutting off toxic people is not enough. If you are not actively raising your own vibration, you will always be vulnerable. Because the moment your energy drops, the negativity will find a way back in. This is why the ancient masters prioritized energy work above all else. Meditation is not just about relaxation, it is about strengthening your energy field. Gratitude is not just about feeling good, it is about raising your frequency so high that negativity cannot touch you. Spending time in nature, moving your body, eating high vibrational foods, surrounding yourself with positive influences, these are not luxuries. They are necessities. They are survival tools in an energetic world. And here's the final truth: when you become the dominant frequency, you don't just protect yourself, you begin to transform everything around you. Have you ever noticed that certain people carry a presence so strong that they change the entire atmosphere of a room just by walking in? That is real. That is energy mastery. And when you reach this level, toxic people will either rise to meet your energy or they will be forced to leave your life. Because lower frequencies cannot survive in high-frequency environments. Just like darkness cannot survive in the presence of light. The real question is, are you going to be the light, or are you going to continue letting the darkness dictate how you feel, how you think, how you live? Because the world is full of people who will drain you, who will project their fears onto you, who will try to pull you into their chaos. But the moment you decide that your energy is yours and yours alone, everything changes. You stop being affected, you stop being drained, you stop being controlled, and you start living life on your own terms. Because at the end of the day, it has never been about them, it has always been about you, your energy, your frequency, your power. And once you take control of that, you become truly unstoppable. Everything comes down to energy. It always has, it always will. People think life is about actions, about words, about external circumstances, but underneath it all, it's frequency, it's vibration. It's the invisible force that determines everything: how you feel, how others respond to you, what you attract into your life, what you repel. And the truth is, most people have no idea how much control they actually have. They wake up every day reacting to people, reacting to situations, reacting to emotions they don't even understand, never realizing that they are not the ones in control. They are being controlled. They are being pulled, shifted, manipulated by energies that they are completely unaware of. And this is why they suffer. This is why they feel drained. This is why they feel like their lives are not their own. But there is something that changes everything. Something that once you truly understand, once you truly embody, makes you immune, makes you untouchable, makes you completely and utterly free. It starts with realizing that your energy is your responsibility. No one else's, not the world's, not the people around you, not your past, not your circumstances, not your traumas. Only you. The moment you accept that, everything shifts. Because now, instead of being a victim of energy, you become the master of it. Instead of absorbing everything around you, you start choosing what you allow in. Instead of sinking to the frequencies of others, you start creating your own. And this is where true power begins. Toxic people, negative environments, chaotic situations, They only affect you if you let them. They only have power over you if your energy is weak, if your vibration is unstable, if you are still operating from a place of reaction instead of creation. But the moment you stop reacting, the moment you stop engaging, the moment you hold your energy so steady that nothing external can shake it, you become something different. You become the dominant frequency. And when you are the dominant frequency, everything around you must either rise to match your energy or fall away completely. Most people live their entire lives never understanding this. They spend years, decades, lifetimes thinking that the only way to escape negativity is to run from it. They cut people off, they avoid situations, they isolate themselves, never realizing that no matter how far they run, they will keep encountering the same energy in different forms. Because the problem was never outside of them, it was always inside. You do not escape negativity by avoiding it. You escape it by transcending it. And the only way to do that is to become so solid in your own energy that nothing external can pull you out of alignment. This is why the ancient masters were unshakable. This is why no matter where they were, no matter who they were surrounded by, they remained untouched by lower energies. Because they didn't fight negativity. They didn't resist it, they simply vibrated so high that it could not reach them. But how do you do this? How do you reach a level where nothing toxic can touch you? It starts with awareness. You must know your own energy better than anyone else. You must be able to sense when something is influencing you, when you are being pulled into a frequency that is not yours. Right now, in this moment, what are you feeling? Is it really yours, or have you absorbed it from someone else? Have you been around someone negative today? Have you been scrolling through news or social media filled with chaos? Have you been replaying conversations in your mind that are lowering your vibration without you even realizing it? Most people go through life completely unaware of how much they are being affected by external energy. But once you start paying attention, once you start noticing the patterns, you take back control. The next step is detachment. The moment you stop reacting, you stop feeding the energy. Toxic people thrive on reactions. They live off engagement. The moment you argue, the moment you explain, the moment you try to make them understand, you have already lost. Because now you are playing their game. And as long as you are playing their game, they are in control. But when you stop reacting, when you refuse to engage, when you hold your energy steady no matter what they do, they lose all power over you. This is why silence is so powerful. This is why walking away without explanation is so powerful. This is why choosing peace instead of conflict is not weakness. It is the ultimate strength, because it means you are no longer controlled by their energy. But the final step, the most important step, is elevation. It is not enough to avoid negativity. It is not enough to cut toxic people out of your life. If you are not actively raising your own frequency, you will always be vulnerable. Because negativity is everywhere, chaos is everywhere, low vibrations exist all around you. But when your energy is strong, when your vibration is high, nothing can touch you. This is why daily energy work is essential. Meditation is not just about relaxation, it is about strengthening your energy field to the point where nothing external can penetrate it. Gratitude is not just about feeling good, it is about shifting your frequency so powerfully that negativity cannot exist in your space. Movement, breathwork, time in nature, surrounding yourself with high vibrational people, consuming high vibrational content. These are not luxuries. They are necessities. They are the difference between being controlled by energy and mastering it. And here is the final truth. When you reach this level, when you become the dominant frequency, you don't just protect yourself. You start influencing everything around you. Have you ever noticed that certain people walk into a room and the entire atmosphere shifts? That is real. That is energy mastery. And when you reach this level, toxic people will either rise to match your energy or they will disappear from your life completely, because low frequencies cannot survive in high frequency environments. Just like darkness cannot survive in the presence of light. The only question is, are you going to be the light? Or are you going to keep allowing external energy to control you? Because the world is full of people who will drain you, who will try to pull you into their chaos, who will do everything they can to lower your vibration. But the moment you decide that your energy is yours and yours alone, everything changes. You stop being affected, you stop being drained, you stop being controlled, and you start living life on your own terms. Because at the end of the day, it has never been about them. It has always been about you, your energy, your frequency, your power. And once you take control of that, you become truly unstoppable.